Okay, so how to do this question, yeah? Okay, an object is launched horizontally from a point 50 meter above the ground as shown in the figure 1. Okay, the object just passes over an obstacle of height 30 meter and located 20 meter horizontally away from the launching point. Okay, what is the initial speed of the object? So this is launched horizontally, yeah? 50 meter. Okay, so write it down first. So this is a 50 meter high, yeah, 50 meter high. And then the obstacle is 30 meter. Okay, and this is 20 meter away from launching point. That means 20 meter. Okay, so what is the initial speed? Okay, you want to find the initial speed, u. Oh, this is a horizontal projectile. Horizontal projectile. So one thing about the horizontal projectile is u, this one, u equal to ux. Understand? The initial velocity is ux, and then uy equal to 0. This is about horizontal projectile. Do you know that, class? You must know this. Uy is 0. Okay, so we can write down the information x, y. All these are earlier chapter. Not sure whether you still remember or not. It's a horror if you forget everything. Yeah, you should. It's time for you to revise. Okay. Okay. So we know that for projectile motion, ax is always 0. Ay is negative g. Ay is negative g. And then for horizontal projectile, ux is u, uy is 0. Horizontal projectile, yeah, because it's horizontal projectile. Horizontal projectile. Okay. Initial speed. So he say just passes over. What's the initial speed? What do you think? Okay, here it can passes over. Okay, he just passes. He say the word he just passes. Just passes. That means he just passes means just at this point. He passes over just passes. That means he doesn't pass over here and definitely does not pass over here. You understand? He just passes. Dia bukan di. He's not at passes over here. He's not passes over here. Understand? He just passes. You understand, class?
Yes.
Okay, just passes. That means this is important. This is important. Just passes. That means when the ball is at this point, the sy is negative 20 meter. Negative 20 meter. And then the sx is 20 meter. So we don't know what time. We don't know what time. It just passes. But it gives us the information about the sy at that time. Yeah. So what is sy? This is not sy. This is not sy. Sy is from origin. From point of origin. Okay, let's drop off these 2 points. So sy is this one. This is sy. Class, understand, class?
Yes.
Sy is negative 20 meter. Sy is negative 20 meter. And then what is sx? This is sx lah. This is sx. Okay. So we don't know what time. Okay. So at certain time, at certain t, at certain time, sx is 20 meter, sy is negative 20. So this should help us. Yeah, this should help us. So how going to do it? Yeah, How are we going to do it? So okay, so we can put the formula here, s equal to ut plus, yeah, so we divide into two, you know, column, one for x, one for y, make it a little bit further away. So divide it. Okay, so s equal to ut plus half at square. This one is all the ax, sx, ux, ax. So we can see ax 0, so ax 0, so okay, no more. So this is 20, and then ux is ut. We don't know the information. We don't have the, we want to find initial velocity, but we don't have the time. We don't have the time. We can find it from y component. We can find it from y component. So y component also use the same formula. Yes, use the same formula, s equal to ut plus half at square. So all the y component over here. So just put in the value. Sy is negative 20, negative 20. Don't you put 30 meter, don't you put 30 meter, then you are wrong. That's a trap. So okay, uy is 0, horizontal projectile. So uy is 0. This is 0. And then what else? Ay is negative g. So negative g is put negative at the front here, and g, ay is negative g. So 9.81 already. G is 9.81. And then t, you can find t square. You can find t. See? You cannot see the light, in earlier on, but now you can see it, right? So always, you know, keep on working. I also cannot see the light initially, but now I can see it. Yeah, you just keep on doing it, and then you can find it. So 9.81 divide by 2, and then what is the answer? Okay, and then divide by 2, so negative, so 20 divide by answer is and then square root the answer. Okay, the time is 2.019. 2.019 second. I got the time already. So I got the time ready. I can find my initial speed already. So 20 equal to u 2.019. Okay, so what is a u? What is a u? Yeah, so 20 divided by 2.019. So what is the answer? 9.91 meter per second. That's the answer. See that? If this type of question you come out in the exam, what do you think? What's your first reaction? Give up already? I hope not. You should try. Yeah, keep on trying. Yeah. You do more exercise, you surely can get used to the this type of question. Yeah, you do more exercise. If you don't do exercise, surely it takes a lot of time. Then you don't have enough time to complete the exam. Okay, and not to say just finish this one question. There are 8 questions in the exam with A, B, C, D, and 1, 2, 3. So there's a lot of question, all calculation question. So make sure you do it quickly. Number 2, the time taken by the object to hit the ground. The hit now is hitting the ground. So hitting the ground is over here. So this another time already. This another time. Yeah, not the same time with just now. Yeah, just now it just passes the obstacle. Now what is the time over here to hit the ground? So that one I just use y component will be to hit the ground. That means from top to the bottom. This one is talking about y component only. Y component. So let's do it. Find the y component. Question. Just now is question 1. So now I go to question 2. So question 2, hit the ground. So y component. So y component. So how going to do it? Y component. How are you going to do it? time to hit the ground. That means SY is negative. No, it's negative 50, isn't it? Because from here go to below, so negative 50 lah, isn't it? Must put negative sign. AY is negative G, negative 9.81. And then what is the initial velocity? Horizontal, again, horizontal projectile, zero velocity. Initial velocity is 0. Find the time. Very easy. Find the time. So also use the formula S equal to UT plus half AT square. So be careful. Remember, all these are Y component. So put it. This one is negative 50, negative 50, and then UY. UY is 0. UY is 0. Okay. So see, if those who know how to do this question, they feel very happy, you know. They feel very happy, very different from those who cannot do. Yeah. So they feel very happy. Everything is so smooth. You see, that's why you must be study. Yeah, do a lot of revision. So AY is negative G. T. Get a T. So you can get a T. And once I solve this question, I feel so happy. That should be the, the feeling. Okay, let me. What's the answer? Yeah, 9.81 divided by 2. Okay, and then 50 divided by answer again. So the answer is the time is 10.19 second. I solve it again. Happily, I can finish this question till the end. Question 3. What's the speed when it reaches the ground? What's the speed? Speed. That means scalar quantity lah. No need direction. Yeah. Speed. If velocity, you need to give direction. Yeah. The angles. Okay, that means you want the final velocity over here. That means you want the final velocity v over here, final speed. So which has vx and vy. Understand? Vx and vy. So how to do this question? So vx, you okay already? Vx is equal to ux, right? Vx is equal to ux. Because for Vx is constant velocity, isn't it? For velocity in x component is constant velocity, still is 9.81, right? No, 9.91 meter per second. 9.91 meter per second. So the problem is the y component. Only the y component. So y component, you need to find Vy first. Yeah?
For the second question, you forget to square root the time, sir.
Is it? Oh yeah, I haven't find. I'm so sorry. So 9.81 divided by 2. Okay. So 50 divided by answer. Oh yeah. So I haven't square root. That's good. Yeah, you are following the class. Yeah. How about the others? Okay, never mind. So I hope you catch up. I hope the others catch up. Yeah. So thank you. And then for the y component, for this one, speed. So initial velocity uy is 0 because horizontal projectile. Uy is 0. Ay is negative g, negative 9.81, and then time just now I got already. Time to hit the ground. That means I got the time already. From the ball at the top here go to the below here. I got the time already. 3.19. Oh, luckily you tell me I haven't square root. If not, I will use the wrong time. Yeah, error carry forward. Okay, and then I can find the Vy. Again, I happily can do the question. That because I do a lot of revision. I regard the time very precious, not wasting the time. So now I feel very happy answering the question. Yeah, because I can do all questions. Okay, so AY is a negative 9.81, and then time. If you cannot do the question, later you feel horror. Feel terrified. Okay, so time is 3.19. Okay, so what's the answer? Negative 9.81 multiplied by 3.19. So negative 31.2939. Let's put more decimal place. Okay, so I got my vy and vx. So now I can find my v by square root v square y square square root. So what's the answer? Square my answer, plus with 9.91 square, and then square root the answer 32.83 meter per second. Okay, that's the magnitude. Let's say if the question asks for velocity, then you need to find the direction. If it doesn't ask for velocity, just the scalar quantity speed, then no need to give the direction. Let's say if the question asks for velocity, then you need to do tangent theta. Do the tangent theta, Vy over Vx. So what is a Vy? Negative 31.2939, which is over what is the Vx? 9.91. Okay, so theta equal to, okay, let's do it, 31.29. Oh, you have to change to degree, your calculator need to change to degree, not radian, be careful with all the degree and radian, so 9.91, and then anti-tangent answer, okay, 72.43, 72.43 degree, and then you need to write below the positive x-axis. That's the direction. Okay, below the positive x-axis. That's the answer. All right. So okay. So how many questions I've solved already until now? Oh, just 2 questions only. I already used for 1 hour. You know, the whole exam is actually 2 hour. The whole exam is 2 hour and a half. So just 2 questions I use already 1 hour. Yeah, 50 minutes. So that means I still have 6 more questions. 8 questions. I only solved 2 questions. Yeah, of course I talk a lot of nonsense now. Yeah, 6 questions. 8 questions. I only solved 2 questions. 6 questions. I solved 2 questions. That means I still have 8 questions. I solved 2 questions. So that means I still have 6 more questions to do in another 1.5 hours. Do you think you have enough time to do all questions? That's also in the earlier chapter, the simpler question. Do you think you have enough time to do all questions? For people like me, I also use 1 hour already, almost 1 hour to do 2 questions. But that because I talk a lot, right now. But in the exam, you just focus, do the question without thinking. You must do very fast. So that's how not enough time it is during exam. I hope that you realize that. Yeah, so start from now, do a lot of exercise. You cannot afford time to think and stuck somewhere. You don't have time to stop. You really don't have time to stop. Remember that. Okay,